Oh hi, so I know what you're thinking when you look at me. I don't play video games, I'm not particularly attractive, I have the exact opposite of a fringe, and I'm an old, relatively. So how did I convince 1,000 people to smash that subscribe button? Well, many years ago during the Harvest Moon, I stumbled upon this warlock in the middle of the Forgotten Woods. Some stuff happened and now I'm on the road to becoming YouTube famous. Also, one of my feet is a duck foot. Now, do you need to make a dark deal with a shadowy figure in the middle of a forest? No, of course not. There's also the parking lot of a Denny's. Or any other place that reeks of bad magic. Maybe your town still has a Radio Shack. Okay, so enough with the goofs, but to story bury the lead, I don't know how I got here. But you do have to blame Hank Green. But let's go back, way back, to the year 2010. The iPhone 4 had just been announced, the second to last Harry Potter movie was a few months away from being released, and BP was still pumping out tons of oil into the Gulf of Mexico. It truly was a blessed time. I, on a complete whim, decided to travel to Los Angeles to attend the very first annual VidCon. I used to have footage of this, but I don't know where it is. And whether it was the first public performance of Double Rainbow by the Gregory Brothers, or this impassioned speech that Zay Frank gave that made me tear up, I came back with a mission to upload a video every week to YouTube. And then I did that for almost 8 years. And that's how you get 1,000 subscribers. My job here is done. Except there's more to it than that. Over all the time that I have been uploading videos, yes, there's been a number of different scandals, and yes, there's been a bunch of different people who've become the most subscribed to on this website, but in my opinion, the content has gotten better and better. But for the first, I'd say 3 years, I made complete crap. I mean, I was definitely trying my best. It was not my intention to make terrible stuff. That's just what was happening. The good thing about it is that because nobody was watching, it didn't matter. What did matter is that I was creating. I was learning how to frame, how to light, how to use editing software. Then I eventually got to a point where I was making kind of decent stuff. Stuff that I didn't feel completely mortified sharing with other people. But I became increasingly frustrated. Now that I was making all right content, why was there not thousands of people wanting to watch what I was making? I was becoming a bit discouraged about continuing on, a feeling that not a single other person on this platform has ever experienced. I was continuing to go to VidCon, I still haven't missed a year, but 3 years ago I put my name into this pool of applicants so that a top creator could sit down with me and offer criticism about what I was making. To my shock, I was selected. And not only was I selected, but it was going to be Hank Green who was going to sit down with me. Hank Green, the person who created VidCon and one half of the Vlogbrothers with his brother John, who does something with words. I think he's like a boggle champion or something. Anyway, I was going to be sitting down with Hank Green for 15 minutes, instant butterflies. I had a small bout of cold feet, mostly because I still had that one duck foot. But Hank was completely gracious and he offered me some advice that completely invigorated me. He told me that he liked what he saw, that he loved my voice, both my actual speaking voice and the way that I approach topics. And he also said that I shouldn't stop creating, and that meant a lot to me. So I didn't. And in fact, I pushed myself. Instead of these surface level topics that I was discussing, I began to dig a little bit deeper into my mental health, into my sexuality. I began making short films. I created this media lab so that local creators could come and film what they wanted to create. I also found a great community of creators in my own city. We've begun having meetups every month. We collaborate with one another and our content influences each other to become better. This last year was the best year I've ever had on YouTube. I grew by 300 people. There's more comments than ever before, and I finally crossed that 1,000 subscriber mark, something I've wanted to do ever since I began making videos. Here's what I've learned. There are definitely ways that you can go and game the YouTube algorithm, ways to make viral videos, but sometimes you just need to grind away for years to get to where you want to be. My goal is 3,000 subscribers by the end of this year, which is bold, I know. I also need to find that warlock to get rid of this duck foot somehow. But I want to hear from you. How did you find this channel? What stuff do you want to see more of? What topics interest you the most? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Kyle. I upload videos every Monday and Thursday, although this coming Saturday will be the beginning of my mini-series on the Oscar nominations. You can do all the normal YouTube stuff to this video, although the best way that you can help me is if you like this video, tell somebody about it. I have to go phone Richard Roper. Apparently, he knows how to get a lot of subscribers.